Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Debbie. This is my crafty den and I'm ready to set up a brand new bullet journal. So I'm hoping that this one will get me through August, September, and October, and the next one will get me through November and December, unless I can possibly fit November in here. If I can fit November in here, I may do that as well and do a Christmas planner all on its own. I think that would be fabulous. Let me move some of this stuff. I use these dot grid bullet journals from Yates, and I just get them off of Amazon. It's this beautiful leather-like cover. I'm not sure if this is a real leather or not. It just says leather in the description, and it kind of feels like it. It's very nice. They have a pen loop, I guess you're going to call this, but it's on the spine, and the spine is soft because this is all stitched inside. So I can even take this big Sharpie pen, and it does fit in here quite nicely. So this is what I use. If I can get 3 months out of this, I'm happy. If I can get 4 months out of it, I'll be ecstatic. So to set this up, all I'm going to use is a ruler for the straight edge. I'm going to use some Crayola Super Tips. Of course, I have scissors in case I need them. I use a Sharpie S-Gel pen. This has quickly become my favorite pen. It dries fairly quick. I've never smudged it. This one, for me, has been working wonderful, and it's a 0.7, and I love the really sharp black ink that you have in here and still have a small tip. And a mechanical pencil. I always use a mechanical pencil because, again, I like the fine tip. So you never get anything but a fine tip when you're using a mechanical pencil. And possibly some washi tapes and stickers. So I've got my camera set up in a different spot. Again, I just keep trying new things to see how they'll work. So hopefully I will be in frame while I'm doing this. But the first thing I'm going to do, because this is a brand new book, is I'm going to open it from the back or from the front, and then a little from the back. And I'm just going to start pressing down some of these edges. Just like this. So I'm just going to take little bits and press it down so that I can work this in, and it'll be easier to work with. Now, I found this journal lays flat for the most part. I've got 1 week left in my other journal. That is for the last week of July, and yeah, it's been really great. I've got a lot of stickers and washi tape and all kinds of different things in that other one, and it's been pretty nice to work in. I've had, for the most part, like I said, it has laid really flat, and when it doesn't is because I have the front part overstuffed with stickers, and I'm trying to lay this down on top of it. And that's not the planner's fault. I just like chunky. So I'm going to start right in the very front of this book, and I am going to write my name. And I'm going to write from August 1st to, and I'm not going to put that in there yet because I don't know what's going in there. And that's all I put in the front of mine. Once I'm done here, I actually put a little sticker on here, and it says, if found, please call, and I put my phone number because I carry this with me everywhere I go. This fits in my purse, and I love that it doesn't get dinged up. The pages don't get crushed because it's got this wonderful cover. It actually looks pretty good when I'm done with it. So I'm going to flip, and this page is that cardstock that I've just written on, but this front page is glued to it. So I'm gonna flip that over, and this is going to be my first page. What I'm going to put on here is a tip out, and this tip out is my bills payment tip out. So I'm going to leave this page blank so that I can put my tip out in here. That will be all my bills that I have to pay each month, so that when I'm doing my week to week, I can just flip that out, and I can then go to whichever week I'm working on and put that my bills due that week, so I never miss anything. Then this page is going to be my index. I'm not doing a huge index this time. And the reason for that is I don't see the need to put my daily to-dos in my index. So instead of this starting at page 1 and going all the way to page 162, which I think that's how many's in here, then I am going to put down the page number, and in the index, only the things that I think that I'll have to look for later. So that's it, just those things. If I want to go back and see if I've paid a bill, I can just go to that week because I'll know where it is. It's in order in my book. So I find that this is really unnecessary. So I am going to just do something really simple on this page. I'm going to take my ruler, and I am going to put in some turquoise, and yeah, I never know what colors to use in the summertime. Do you guys have favorite colors that you like to use in the summer? So I am just going to go down the page, just down the lines, and I'm going to just outline this page. Now, I have to tell you, these are Vim wipes. I keep them at my desk. I'm going to grab one out. I'm going to just lay it at the top of my page. It's just above my planner here. And I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to run it across that to take the ink off every couple of lines, because that's when I've smeared my super tips. Only when I've left this on here and I go to move it and I'll drag it like this, and I've smeared my ink. And it's because it's on my ruler, and it doesn't dry as quick on the ruler as it does on the paper. So that's going to be my index page. It's that simple, and I'm not going to do very much on here. I think because this starts in August, I'm just going to put some little starbursts like this up here, because I'm in New Brunswick, and the 1st of August is New Brunswick Day, and that's just how we celebrate here, that August 1st long weekend. And in our small town, we have fireworks here on August the 1st. So that's just a good little bitty to put in there. And that's all I'm putting. I'm not going to put a big overextended index in here. I don't find it necessary. If you do, then you go ahead and put however many pages that you think you need, and you can put all your items down if you need to. The next thing that I'm going to do is number my pages now, and that'll take me a minute, so I'll just do that off camera. I'm going to start with my index page as being page 1, because of course this is glued to the cover page. That's how the book stays together. So I'm just going to do, starting with page number 1 right here, and I'm going to work my way through. So I have my front page, I have my index page because I'm sure that this is all I'm going to need. And I'm going to start on this page. And this page here is going to be my future log. I want 12 months of future log in here. That's the only way I have found that this works. So this is going to be my future log. I'm going to put that at the top. And I do my future log very minimalistic. Some people do their months down like this so they can put every single day in here. There are so many blank days when I'm done that style that I've decided I am going to do mine a little bit different. So I'm just going to count by putting a dot here and then counting 12. And then I'm going to put a dot down here at the bottom and count 12. And how many do I have in the middle? And I do have enough that I can put a dot there. So I have one line space, and I can put a dot there. So I have one line space. And that's how I figure mine out. I just count, divide, work with it until I have the right amount of boxes. Now, I do have a grid spacer for mine. I'm not going to show it to you here because what I'm trying to do is show you a very minimalistic setup that everybody can do before you have all the little gadgets and tricks worked out. I just have all these colors and I'm really torn about what colors to use, but I do like to use the brighter colors in the first part of my setup because I think they match everything. So I used a little bit of turquoise here. So I think I'm going to use the light and the dark purple because I've got the two shades of this. I think it'll work really nicely. So I'm just going to draw my boxes out for this. So there, I have 6 boxes and 6 boxes. So this is my future log. I'm just going to put a dot, dot, dot there. And then over here, I'm going to write future log. But I'm going to put dot, dot, dot in front. So that is covering from here all the way through. Now, this journal starts in August. So that's what I'm going to put down. August, September, October, November, and December here. So I've put down August, September, October, November, and December. Now these are the current year. So it is 2023, and I'm going to put that down on the future log because that's kind of important. So I'm going to continue into the new year. If this journal is only going to cover August to November at the most, why do I need more than that? That's what your future log is for. That's for upcoming events, things that you make appointments for now that aren't going to happen until the future. So January 2024, and I'm going to carry on. And what I will do here off camera, because some of the information is personal, I will add family birthdays in a list down under the date for each month birthdays, anniversaries, those important dates that we want to remember. Then I've got a little box to the right-hand side of my month where I can put appointments, things that I'm really looking forward to, events that I want to be at, things like that. So that's what I'm going to put in on the right-hand side. And I'm keeping this very minimalistic because I'm not going to do a full-on decorating style in here at all. In August, like I said, that's when the fireworks are. So I'm just going to do a little bit like this in the corner. And that is it, guys. Just like that. Looks like little snowflakes, but they're fireworks. Let's do this. They are little fireworks, flowers, whatever you want to think they are. I know that they're fireworks. So that's my future log. So what do I do next? This is where you're going to start customizing your planner for yourself. I mean, to me, the only thing that all of our planners should have in common, all of our journals should have in common, is an index and a future log. Once that's done, we're ready to make this a personal planner. So for me, I've pared mine down. Like I said, it has become very minimal, very just me. So this is because my husband is away from March right through to the end of November working this year, probably next year too. I still keep a couple of pages as a honey-do list. Now, yeah, because we joke about it and say this is the list where I put down all the things I've broken while he's gone, and he's got to fix them when he comes back. So this is very straightforward as well. I am going to count out just six dots. It's from the inside corner for my first line, and I love using the Crayola Super Tips to draw boxes. It makes me happy to have the things that I'm writing contained in a box. I don't know how you all feel about that, and I'm going to do the same thing here. I just counted out 6 dots from the inside. There, so I have 2 large boxes, and that's going to be my honey-do list. Honey-do, honey-do, and then a list. I just like that. I think that is cute to write it like that. Now I'm going to take this Crayola Super Tip there. So this whole thing is a honey-do list. Yes. I plan on breaking a lot of stuff, maybe. I'm not sure. So because that is my honey-do list, I'm going to grab this little baggie, and these are my little, look at that, honey. These are my little bee stickers. These are the package that I got from Temu. These are so stinking adorable. And I'm just going to use a couple of them to decorate down this page. So I like this one. So let's put him here. And then let's find another one. How about don't worry, be happy down here. There, that is too cute. Now, is there anything else that I want to put on this page? And I like this one. So this one here is just absolutely adorable. And I think I'm going to put it in the middle. But to do that, I'm going to, just because it makes the page easier to fold, I'm going to cut this in two. I'm going to put just like this. So there's stitching down the middle here. So instead of putting this over the stitching, I'm just going to make it so that it has like a little line down the middle. I'm going to line this one up so that it's perfectly matched like this, and just has that white line down the middle. So this is going to allow my page to close like this very, very easily. It's definitely going to help. So that's all I have from here. Now I already have a bunch of things in my other planner that I only have a week left to use. So I will be transferring those items to here so that I can continue this. He'll be here before this is done. So what is next? I put in my YouTube stats. So what colors have I got? I've got that pretty turquoise blue. I've got the purples. I've got this pretty green. So YouTube stats. Should I go with red for my YouTube stats? Or I've got this rusty red color that is really pretty. So I may do that. So this is my YouTube stats. So I got to start down here a little bit further. And I'm going to go across the page on both sides. And across the bottom of the page on both sides. I'm just going to draw a line across here. Like that. And I'm going to draw a line across here like this. So I'm just kind of eyeballing this. I think they're even. Yeah. So in these boxes, I just go to my 2 channels and I do the YouTube stats at the beginning of the month just to see what people are watching, what they're enjoying. I'm smearing. Let's wipe this off a little bit better. There. I should have left myself a little bit of space there. So I'm just going to white out a little spot. Like that. And what I did the last time was just put there's August, September, October, November. So that's going to be my 2 channels right here. There. So that's my YouTube stats. Okay, so I have my index, very simple and plain. My future log, very simple and plain. I have my honeydew list because, well, yeah. And I have my YouTube stats because those are the only 2 things that I'm keeping track of throughout the whole year that need to be in the front for my setup. I have to have these in my current book. Not everything has to go in your current book. And it's at this point here where I do a monthly setup for the month of August, and then I'll start doing my weekly pages. So my monthly setup will be another video. This is just because I want to show you that you don't have to be super, super artistic. You can still be functional and add a little bit of color and have a nice bullet journal. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to my channel as well if you haven't done that already. I'm going to set the rest of this up and I'm going to work my way through it the way that I use it. Nothing fancy, just how I do it. So I'll see everybody in the next one. Until then, bye-bye for now, everyone. Have a great week.